I'm curious what conversations you were able to have with the writers about where June's story ends, how much of it was a collaboration, how much you found out when you got the script, what you can kind of share about that.
Yeah, I mean, Joe wrote that script. I can't say that I had like a part of like writing the script. I think that what Joe did really well was like paying attention to whatever he felt we brought to the characters and incorporating that. So it made it a really natural process for us when we got the scripts to dive into it and give what we have to give as people and as actors. That was one of the best parts about working on the show is he was so good at that. And there, I can so many times throughout the seasons, I would go to him and be like, "Well, let me tell you a story that you didn't know about me that you just wrote into this character." Weird, yet so many times, and this last season is no different. And in fact, in some ways, he kind of wrote part of my future in a weird kind of way. Um, but yeah, I can say that that did feel like a collaboration is, when it came down to how I interpreted what he wrote, there was always room for a conversation there if need be. But ultimately, I felt like he trusted me, like he hired me to do a job and to play a character, and he trusted me to do that. And again, like the way that he wrote was just felt like a really natural fit. And I'm the kind of actor who likes to have conversations and back and forth with my director and my writers and my showrunners about the like minute details of like making sure that I'm on the right track in my head of what the character is thinking and how I'm perceiving that. Um, and there was plenty of room to do that, which made me a very happy actor. And I was always really happy with with how things played out. And work was a very satisfying environment. But yeah, I can't say that I was really like a part of the writing process at all.
Well, so
I
before
just benefited from it.
well, so before I let you go, obviously June decided to stay at the hospital. Where do you hope she is in 5 years, in a hypothetical 5 years beyond the finale?
In 5 years, I hope that she has learned a lot about advocating for herself, truly advocating for herself. And I don't mean setting rigid boundaries around things that she feels, incapable of dealing with because she doesn't want to really come out vulnerably and share what she needs, what she wants, what's important to her, how she's feeling, but like really practices that skill that she learned from Mags and that she practiced with Mags, and that allows her to build a professional life that supports who she is as a broader human being and as a woman moving into this new phase of her life, wanting to start a family, wanting to be a good partner, maybe with Eddie because he's so fine. Who knows. Eddie who plays Lou, by the way. Kind of like she has her second chance with that and going back in there and like applying the things that she's learned. But ultimately what I really want is for her to kind of be able to continue building her personal life in a way that is really supportive of who she is as a whole human being and not make that who she is as a whole human being, which I think is the path she's been on. Um, that she develops the self love and the skills that she needs to grow in other ways that she wants to, or maybe just to allow who she's always been on the inside to live, an equally full and meaningful life on the outside.